morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today executive board meeting. Yeah? Before we discuss the current crisis, let me provide a brief introduction to Huawei Technologies. Huawei was founded in 1987 and headquartered in Shenzhen, China. Today, Huawei operates in more than 170 countries and serve billion in customers worldwide. The company is recognized as one of the global leaders in telecommunication equipment, consumer electronic, cloud computing, and 5G technology. However, despite its strong global presence, Huawei is currently facing significant challenge due to geopolitical tension and disruption in the global supply chain. To give a to give us a better understanding of the current situation, I would like to invite Ms. Najwa, our head of supply chain management, to present the global business crisis. Here you go, Ms. Najwa.
Thank you to our CEO. All right, so Huawei is currently facing a major global business crisis driven by several interconnected challenges. Firstly, the global semiconductor shortage has significantly reduced the availability of memory chips, causing production costs to increase dramatically. Secondly, the United States has imposed stricter export controls, limiting Huawei's access to advanced semiconductor technology and critical suppliers. So these issues have disrupted Huawei's global supply chain, delayed production, and created additional pressure on the company's international operations. So as the result, Huawei must respond quickly by adopting effective business strategies to remain competitive in the global market.
Thank you, Ms. Najwa. That gives us a clear picture of Huawei current situation. Could you now explain how political factors have affect Huawei business?
All right. So one of the biggest challenges comes from political forces affecting global trade. The United States imposed export controls and trade restrictions, citing national security concern. These restrictions limited Huawei's access to advanced semiconductor technology and key international suppliers. As the result, Huawei experienced disruptions in its global supply chain and product development activities. However, instead of relying solely on the foreign technology, Huawei responded by strengthening its own capabilities through Harmony OS, high silicon, and increased investment in research and development. They demonstrate that political forces can create serious business challenges while also encouraging innovation and long-term resilience. Yes, beside political challenges, Huawei also experienced significant disruption in its global operation and supply chain. Previously, Huawei relied heavily on international supply for advanced semiconductor components. However, after the export restrictions, the company had to diversify its supplier network, strengthen its internal capabilities, and improve supply chain resilience. Huawei also invested in digital supply chain management, inventory flexibility, and alternative market to ensure business continuity.
Oh, thank you, Ms. Najwa. Beside the political issue that you mentioned, how have this challenge affect Huawei operation and supply chain?
Okay, to address these operational challenges, Huawei's first strategic decision is to diversify its global supply chain. Instead of depending on a limited number of suppliers, Huawei should expand its supplier network across different regions. The company can also establish regional distribution as center and use AI-powered supply chain monitoring to improve visibility and respond more quickly to disruptions. This strategy reduces operational risks, increases flexibility, and strengthens Huawei long-term supply chain resilience. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Najwa. Diversifying the supply chain is definitely an important step. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Izati, our Director of Research and Development, to present the second strategic recommendation. Izati?
Thank you, Miss Nina. Our second strategic decision is to strengthen Huawei's research and development capabilities. Continuous investment in R&D will enable Huawei to reduce its dependence on external technologies while enhancing innovation in artificial intelligence, Harmony OS, and semiconductor development through high silicon. By strengthening these capabilities, Huawei can improve its technological competitiveness and maintain sustainable growth despite external challenges. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Izati. Yeah, innovation is clearly essential for Huawei future. Next, I'd like to invite Miss Asnida, our Director of International Business Development, to present the third strategic recommendation.
Thank you, Miss Nina. Our third strategic decision is to expand Huawei presence in emerging markets. By focusing on high growth regions such as South Asia, the Middle East, and Africa, Huawei can reduce its dependence on traditional markets affected by trade transit restrictions. Building strong partnership with local business and offering products that meet local customer needs will strengthen Huawei's market position and create sustainability long-term growth. This strategy also supports Huawei's vision of becoming a more resilient global technology company. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Miss Asnida. We now review all three strategic recommendations. Finally, I'd like to invite Miss Shafika, our strategy and risk manager, to explain why these strategies are suitable for Huawei and discuss the potential risks.
Thank you, Ms. Dina. Based on our evaluation, the three proposed strategies are interconnected and support Huawei's long-term business objective, diversifying the supply chain, reduce operational risk, strengthening research and development, enhance innovation capability, while expanding into emerging markets creates new growth opportunities. Overall, these strategies improve Huawei's resilience, competitiveness, and long-term sustainability despite global uncertainties. The proposed strategies provide significant long-term benefits, but they also involve several risks. Geopolitical tensions and export restrictions remain the highest external risk because they are beyond Huawei's direct control. Operational risks such as supply chain disruptions and rising production costs can be managed through supplier diversification and improved operational planning. Overall, the recommended strategies outweigh the potential risks and position Huawei for sustainable growth. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, based on our discussion, Huawei can successfully overcome today's global business challenge by implementing three key strategic initiatives. Diversifying the supply chain will reduce operational risks. Strengthening research and development will enhance innovation. And technological independence while expanding into emerging market will create new growth opportunity. Together, this strategy will improve Huawei resilience, ensure sustainable growth, and strengthen its long-term global competitiveness. On behalf of Executive Board, thank you everyone for your valuable contribution. This concludes today's board meeting. Thank you everyone.